This is your daily reminder that the Democrat Party thinks that black people and brown people are too stupid or too helpless to get an ID to vote. Hello once again, all my fellow patriots and you filthy leftist stalkers out there. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela Box. You're watching Angela's Soapbox, where I always say what you are thinking. Straw for this video goes to, once again, those Democrats and the media and the globalists and the woke corporations who basically are who are gaslighting America and saying that being for election integrity is just like Jim Crow and shooting fire hoses at black people. So this is for you, you filthy leftists, gaslighters. And with that in mind, I didn't watch any of the NCAA tournament because I'm not supporting any sports people because they have made it very clear that they hate us. But I did hear about this really clever commercial called Annapolis, and it's with Charles Barkley, Samuel L. Jackson, and some other guy. And it was just like one of those commercials that makes you feel good and you laugh, and it's like, it's good humor. It's not, there wasn't a message. There wasn't like telling white America how much they sucked. It was just this really funny commercial. And I'll try and find it, and if I do, I'll link it down below. But it got me to thinking that I wanted to see someone like Charles Barkley speak out against this insanity and the fact that Democrats are using race as a cudgel over and over and over again, seeking to divide Americans based on race, as they always do. And remember, the Democrats are the party of slavery, Jim Crow, KKK, and segregation. And they are seeking to resegregate black and brown Americans from white America to this day. I mean, it's just like the Democrat, it's meet the new boss, same as the old boss. It's like, you know, whereas segregation was done by the government, now it's being done by woke corporations and college universities, which are telling black people and brown people they're too delicate and fragile. They probably can't, you know, mix with white people because the white people are going to kill them, don't you know? Anyway, it's insidious and it's awful. And I was thinking that someone like a Charles Barkley, who I think is a closet conservative, it would really be great to hear his take on this, and I wish he would have spoken out. Well, little did I know that he actually did speak out, and it's in the Washington Examiner. And I will say this, he kind of did us dirty here. He only went halfway, and here's what conservatives are going to have to do. We're going to have to be more throat punchers. You know, all of us need to take in Donald Trump's aura and become more like Trump, because going halfway is not going to satisfy the woke mob and the woke cultists. It's just not. You've got to be bold, you've got to be strong, and you've got to call out these freaks for who they are. So Charles Barkley said that politicians divide and conquer based on race. Why is this not scrolling? Shoot. Okay. Charles, this is from Washington Examiner. Charles Barkley, and I would put it in the video, but A, I think it's copywritten, and B, I still don't know how to do that. I'm just barely learning iMovie, so bear with me. All right. Charles Barkley says politicians seek to divide people based on race to, quote, keep their grasp on money and power. Barkley, a former athlete who is an analyst on Inside the NBA, said that he finds, quote, most white people and black people are great people. I agree. But politicians benefit by pitting them against one another. Quote, I think our system is set up where our politicians, whether they're Republicans or Democrats, are designed to make us not like each other, so they keep their grasp on money and power, he said during a CBS broadcast prior to Saturday evening's March Madness games. They divide and conquer. Now, I agree with that sentiment, except take Republicans out of that, because it's 100% Democrats that are seeking to divide and conquer based on race. And Charles Barkley knows this. He knows this. But he also doesn't want to get canceled and lose his job being a commentator. I mean, on one hand, I get it, but on the other hand, I'm like, dude, you have plenty of money. Be bold, be honest, and say, no, it's Democrats that are doing this, and it needs to stop now. And so I wish that more people like Charles Barkley, and I'm trying to think of other black closeted conservatives. I can't think of any off the top of my head that are in the prominent sports world. Maybe like someone like a Stephen A. Smith. They need to be more bold and say, no, it's not Republicans doing this. Republicans are cowering in the corner going, please don't hate us. Please don't kill us. Please don't cancel me. That's what Republicans are doing. Democrats are bold. Democrats are like, white people are the devil and white conservatives need to all go to hell and all be canceled. That's what Democrats are saying. So this whole controversy about election integrity laws, and now that we have corporations like Coca-Cola, American Airlines, Delta, Bank of America, etc., all of whom require a photo ID to do any business with them, or board one of their airplanes, I might add, or open a bank account, etc., etc., they're all now on the bandwagon saying that election integrity laws that have passed in Texas and Georgia, Wyoming, other states, they're all racist, don't you know? And no, it's not racist. 72% of the American people think, yeah, we should probably have use a photo ID to vote because, I don't know, we don't want cheating. And the idea that it suppresses turnout is a lie. In Texas, ever since we got our voter ID law, which I think was in 2011, I was like, let me bring up my ID. I was so excited because you didn't have to do that in California where I lived before. But ever since then, the Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick said that voter turnout has increased by about 70%. 70%. Now, that could be because people are more engaged, but it also could be because people realize that I have to show an ID to vote because it's an important thing to do. It's not like boarding a plane. It's not like buying alcohol. It's much more serious. And for serious things, you need to prove who you are, so there can't be rampant cheating. And that is why the Democrats are kicking and screaming against all of these election integrity laws, because they know they won't be able to cheat as easily. And that's the bottom line. So I wish that Charles Barkley would have, put all of his chips on the table, gone all in and said, no, it's not Republicans doing that. It's Democrats. It's Democrats that seek to divide us based on race. And that's what they've done from the beginning of time. Because remember, they are the party of slavery, segregation, KKK, and Jim Crow. So the Democrats never change. They did it before, and now they're doing it again. Except this time it is much more insidious, and it's for all the marbles. So as I implore you in every video, you've got to get out there, you've got to make your voice heard, and don't be afraid of these freaks. There are more of us than there are of them. Remember that. And until the next video, remember to keep on fighting and never give in to these filthy leftists. Bye.